Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Among our Hindu scriptures, always I used to say, Bhagavadgita attained an exalted position, highest position than any other works of Hinduism. Why? Because Bhagavadgita is one of the encyclopedia. It is like a Nighantu, mean a dictionary. If any word, if we want unknown word, what we used to do? We have to refer the dictionary. Similarly, whatever the problem comes, the solution can be referred from Bhagavad Gita. That is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. What all kinds of problems, difficulties, calamities, adversities can be solved by the reading, learning, understanding, or following the solutions given from Bhagavad Gita. So, whatever the type of problem, it may be especially psychological problem, anger, lust, love, excessive love, it like this of all kinds of psychological disorders can be cured by following the principles of Bhagavad Gita. In such a way, we cannot particularly mention this is a remedy for that. There are so many remedies, so many solutions given by Lord Krishna in the form of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita means Bhagavan's writings on our forehead. Brahma's writings on forehead may not be wiped out, but Bhagavan's Gitas are may be modified when we sincerely follow it, recite it, understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The fruit of Bhagavad Gita cannot be measured by anyone. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is an independent work. It is a kind of herbal brew. If you want, you can get. In such a way, we can discuss many more things from Bhagavad Gita. What I want to tell you today is, most of the people used to ask, what are the benefits especially? Not usages, not instructions, not principles, not advices, not preachings, etc. If I follow or I read Bhagavad Gita or I understand Bhagavad Gita, what are the benefits I can get? Can I get it through Bhagavad Gita? This type of questions are having by the people who follow it. People know only something about Bhagavad Gita. They do not know in detailed description. If we discuss in detail about the Phalasruti, we can say that is Phalasruti. What is the phalam can be attained by reciting Bhagavad Gita daily by us. Those Phalasruti, if we understand, if we know, we will continue it. That means without prayojanam mean purpose, no dullard can work. Prayojana manuddishya mandopi na pravartate is a quote in Sanskrit verse. Like that, Bhagavad Gita gives various fruits if we follow it, if we read it. So today I took such a topic called Bhagavadgita Phalasruti before you. Let us start with prayer. Vasudevasutam devam kamsachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. As we all know that Bhagavad Gita is universally renowned as the jewel of India's spiritual wisdom. Spoken by Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to his intimate disciple Arjuna. The Gita's 700 concise verses provide a definite guide to the science of self-realization. No other philosophical or religious work reveals in such a lucid and profound way the nature of consciousness, the self, the universe, and the Supreme. So, we can read Gita minimum once in our life, and we read daily or complete one chapter, or then at least half, 10 slokas, few slokas, one sloka. Then it helps to make a miracle in our life. First of all, destroy our all accumulated sins as well as rapidly increase our virtue. Remember, critical problem in life like diseases, accident, loss, death of partner, financial crisis, etc. in life is a result of our bad karma or sin, whereas luck, wealth, success, career, job, happiness, etc. is the result of good karma, or virtue or punya, of not only of this birth life, but also of past many birth life. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is thus a compendium of knowledge with detailed description on how to put that knowledge to practical use. It reveals the absolute truth, and at the same time it discourses you while treating like a child who is bewildered on receiving a new toy but does not know how to handle that. It does not leave you to discover your own ways to handle and use the knowledge. It does not leave you brainwashed. Chapter by chapter, it takes you on a journey to understand the various aspects of the supreme knowledge and keeps on narrating how to master them and use them to raise yourself to the highest position of your life. Not a highest possible position. Srimad Bhagavad Gita does not even prescribe one particular path or solution for you. Lord Krishna, while speaking as a Brahman itself, promises that your individual faith and choice will be honored. He will fix your faith and will make you achieve whatever the goal you chose for yourself in your life, be it the most demonic or the most divine. He definitely makes it clear that when you actually have the choice to wish for something in life, then why run after petty things? Why not wish for the highest seat available in the creation? The seat of Brahman. He lovingly invites you to his heavenly abode. It is up to you to decide. He has even elaborated the highest achievable positions in almost every category that you can desire for. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is not only a book of wisdom, it is the book of the absolute truth, the absolute knowledge appended with a detailed manual on how to use that knowledge for your assertion. The entire absolute knowledge is revealed by the Lord Krishna in the second chapter only. After that, he takes on the challenge to satisfy the queries of Arjuna and makes sure that there is not even an idea of doubt left in Arjuna that remains unanswered. He keeps on delivering until Arjuna is convinced that he is ready to take on the world with the divine knowledge that he has just received. The reward of further study of Bhagavad Gita is nothing less than liberation. However, ordinary householders are more concerned with worldly benefits such as life of peace and justice, enough prosperity for comfortable living, and fulfillment of desires approved by the Shastras, our ancient scriptures. It would be helpful to the people if they are informed of the numerous benefits derived by the regular study, chanting, and worship of Bhagavad Gita. There is a work which provides just that material. Parayana contains 87 Sanskrit slokas, some of which are also found in the Varaha Purana. If one knows the value of study of Gita, one would give it more serious attention. Therefore, a translation of the verse is being given here. Where several great sages were gathered, a Rishi requested the sage Suta thus. How he requested? Please tell us the greatness and glory of Bhagavad Gita and the benefits derived by its earnest study. We can hear that the glory of the Gita was extolled earlier by the sage Vedavyasa of ancient times. Sage Suta replied, O great sages, you have asked for highly subtle and ancient knowledge. Sri Krishna alone knows the full value and greatness of the Gita. All the Upanishads are cow. Sarvopanishado gavo Dokta Gopalanandanaha. Sri Krishna milks the cow. Arjuna is a calf. Partho vatsasudhir bhokta dugdam Gitamrutam mahat. The nectar called Gita is called milk. He who enjoys drinking the milk is a man endowed with good sense. In the beginning, Lord Krishna, as a charioteer, granted this nectar called Gita, Gitamrutam. This elixir benefits all the three worlds. Let us see what are the benefits. One who wishes to cross this fearful ocean of the worldly life, Samsara Sagara, can easily do so by sailing the boat called Gita. The fool who wishes for liberation without listening to the Gita, without obtaining the wisdom contained in it, and without studying it, is a target of ridicule of even children. Gita has the power to change one's destiny, fate. Those who are constantly immersed in the study of the Gita are not ordinary human beings. They are undoubtedly of a divine aspect. He who uses the 18 chapters of Gita as 18 steps to clean himself physically and mentally by worshipping God in both his aspects, with the form and formless, becomes purified and attains the highest state of Parabrahma. Bathing in water removes only outer filth. A single dip in the waters of the Gita removes dirt accumulated over innumerable lifetimes. Those who have absolutely no knowledge of the Gita, who have never heard of it, have no interest in it, refuse to read it or listen to it, are equivalent to beasts. Pashubhis samanaha. Those who are ignorant of the teaching of Bhagavad Gita are low and wretched. Their life is futile, means worthless, invaluable. They have no right to claim that they are of a decent birth, means noble origin. Body, behavior, reputation, home, and status of those who refuse to learn the message of the Gita are all of worthless mockery. There is none worse than the one who is ignorant of the Gita. His claim to greatness, fame, felicitation, and recognition are all false. Knowledge, discipline, austerity, strictness, penance, and fame are all worthless if an appreciation for the Gita Sastra is lacking. It makes all such achievements disdainful. There is no worse fool than he who refuses to learn the meaning of the Gita. Knowledge that does not include the study of the Gita appeals only to an evil mind. Vedas and Vedanta denounce knowledge that tax dharma. Bhagavad Gita, which is permeated with dharma, the science of the Gita is the highest science. Those who study the Gita with absorption day and night, whether asleep, awake, walking, sitting, or standing, attain eternal bliss. Those who study it in the presence of saligramas, in a place of worship, in a Shiva temple, or in a place of pilgrimage, or on a river bank, will certainly go to Vaikuntha, abode of Lord Srimad Narayana. Shri Krishna is satisfied and pleased by one's study of the Gita. The happiness that Shri Krishna derives when devotees study the Gita, he does not get when they chant the Vedas, give charities, perform sacrificial rites, or go on pilgrimages. Those who acquire a thorough knowledge of the Gita with a pure heart filled with devotion become as learned as those who have mastered all the Vedas, Shastras, and Puranas. Where yogis reside in a sacred seat of spiritual importance in great assemblies during yajnas or in the presence of a devotee of Vishnu, if the Gita is studied, one goes to higher worlds. Listening to Gita, grasping its meaning, and sharing it with others bestow the fruits of yajna. Another benefit. He who chants Gita for others reaches Brahmapada, means the ultimate position. He gets the merit earned by one who worships the Bhagavad Gita daily with utmost reverence. Those who worship the Bhagavad Gita can earn the merit of the having visited all pilgrim centers. That means reading Bhagavad Gita enough, need not to go for pilgrimages. Such a fruit can be attained by reciting Bhagavad Gita. Even they earn the merit of having given all types of charity. Where the Bhagavad Gita is chanted, no evil spirits can even enter. By Gita Parayana, the misery caused by the thieves or robbers and enemies is entirely removed. Where the Bhagavad Gita book is revered, no evil forces can enter there. In a home where the Gita is read or worshipped, sins get destroyed. Degradation does not occur in that home. The study of Gita grants unwavering devotion towards God. Even offering a salutation to the Gita book or to the one who has taught Gita bestows the yoga of devotion. He does not get entangled in worldly affairs. He remains totally untouched by the sins. He lives in the world like a lotus leaf in water. Study of Gita destroys all types of sins incurred by speaking wrong words, eating wrong foods, teaching wrong things, and other wrongs committed knowingly or unknowingly. Those who study the Gita also rid themselves of the sin of receiving charity or acquiring what is not rightfully theirs. Those whose heart reveals in the study of the Gita are equal to those who daily fire rituals, mean yajnas, homas, nityagnihotras, and daily japa with strict austerity. They are the greatest scholars. They are the wealthiest. They are yogins. They are jnanis. They deserve to be visited and seen. The one who understands the Gita is as great as one who has performed all the yajnas and has learned the meaning of all the Vedas. In the bodies of those who study the Gita reside all gods, sages, yogis, and also Nagadevatas. The study and contemplation of the Gita and its meaning remove difficulties quickly and immediately. Those who are unable to read the entire Gita, even if they read a half of it, gain the merit of giving away a cow, Godana. By reading all the 18 chapters, which are divided into sections of 3, the merit of performing of the Soma Yaga is attained. Those who read 6 chapters get the merit of bathing in the river Ganga. One who regularly reads 2 chapters a day reaches Indra's abode and resides there for an entire kalpa without any doubt. One who reads at least half a chapter daily reaches the world of the sun and lives there blissfully for 100 manvantaras. One who read from the Gita 10 slokas or 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or even half sloka reaches the land of the moon and lives there for 10,000 years. That means, though reducing, fruit may not be changed. On festival days or and on auspicious occasions, By reading the Gita or even remembering it, one gets freed from all sins and gets liberated. Those who die while reading the Gita become immortal. It is mandatory for every human being to study the Bhagavad Gita. It leads one to the highest state of liberation. Mortal man becomes immortal. One who breathes his last saying Gita rises to a higher plane. The fruits of good deeds mentioned in the scriptures are attained by the study of the Gita. The student of Gita is freed from his faults and attains fullness. While performing ancestral rites, chanting the Gita in honor of the departed souls makes them very happy and contented. That means they reach heaven. If during offerings made to the departed souls, the Gita is chanted, the forefathers shower blessings upon their progeny, means children, before returning to their abode. By donating a book of Gita along with a cow to a scholar, one attains fulfillment. One avoids rebirth by giving in charity book of Gita along with gold to a learned Brahmin, mean a Pandit. Giving away 100 copies of Gita takes one to the world of Brahma and delays rebirth indefinitely. By the merit earned by giving away Gita books, one enjoys living in the world of Vishnu and in divine company for 7 kalpas. God is pleased and fulfill the wishes of those who thoroughly learn the message of Gita or give away a book of Gita. One should drink the nectar of Gita, get liberated and enjoy bliss. Jnana given by the God is the pinnacle of all knowledge. It is the forms of God Himself. If anyone feels jealous of the Gita or criticizes it, they suffer in hell till the end of creation. Out of foolish obstinacy, if one neglects to grasp the message of the Gita, he goes to hell and remains there till the end of the kalpa. One who does not sit close by and listen while the meaning of the Gita is being explained is reborn as a dog or a fox. It still gives good merit. The effort is not wasted. If one reads the Bhagavad Gita very sincerely and with all severeness, then by the grace of the Lord, the reactions of his past misdeeds will not act upon him. Lord Shiva to Parvati Devi says about the Mahatmyam of Gita, Gita Mahatmyam. Let us see the benefits of reading the Gita. Freed from fear and sorrow. Number 2. Attaining Vishnu Padam. 3. When done together with pranayama, sins of even past births are cleared. Good children, success of good deeds, all good things, good marriage of a child, removal of sorrow, removal of disease, removal of poverty, driving away ghosts, etc. will be happened. Increasing devotion, self-realization, removal of the family conflicts, removal of ill fame, insults and suspicion, illuminating problems brought on by Plato or planetary problems, removal of mental problems as sadness, etc. If that living being, according to the knowledge of Gita, obtaining the refuge of a complete saint, had done worship of the Supreme God, then either he would have good to Satloka or would have again obtained a human body. On the basis of the previous virtues, would have found some saint. If one reads Bhagavad Gita very sincerely and with all seriousness, then by the grace of the Lord, the reactors of his own past misdeeds will not act upon him. Lord Shiva is to Parvati Devi Gita Mahatmyam. So, let us get the benefits of reading Bhagavad Gita. It makes free from fear and sorrow, attaining Vishnu Padam. When done together with pranayama, sins of even past birth is cleared, good children, success of good deeds, all good things, good marriage of a child, removal of sorrow, removal of disease, removal of poverty, driving away ghosts, increasing devotion, self-realization, removal of family conflicts, removal of ill fame, insults and suspicion, illuminating problems brought only planetary problems, removal of mental problems and sadness. If the living being, according to the knowledge of Gita, attaining the refuge of a complete saint had done worship of the Supreme God, when either he would have gone to Satyaloka or Salloka, would have again obtained a human body. On the basis of the previous births, would have found some saint. That living being then, by performing virtuous deeds, would have to gather and to get across. By the study of the religious holy scriptures, one gets the fruit of Jnana Yajna. The fruit of Jnana Yajna is heaven for a limited period of time, or one gets the fruit of the power of its salvation. The main reason for doing daily paths is that meaning of the worship, which is instructed in the holy scriptures, and that which is not instructed remains fresh, and we do not make a mistake at any time, as a result of which we are giving up the actual aim through negligence and abandoning the ordinances. Scriptures do not start the following arbitrary behavior, and the vein and main of human life remains in mind, that the sole aim of human life is only self-welfare, which is only possible by scripture-based worship. If you listen to Gita but derives no pleasure from it, then one does not benefit anyway. His efforts does not yield or grant results forever. Those who chant the Gita out loud for the sake of others to listen must be given gifts of a gold and taken out in a grand procession. God is pleased if they are offered good food. Those who teach the Bhagavad Gita must be honored with gifts of money, gold, valuable objects, and vehicles of transportation. Sri Krishna was revealed this greatness of the Bhagavad Gita a long time ago. In the Bhagavad Gita is read followed this Phalasruti all over the world, or all over benefits mentioned here will be obtained. If the Gita is read but is most followed by this Gita Mahatmyam, the reading remains fruitless and mere a wasteful exercise. If the Gita is enchanted along with this benefits settlement, such a stay gives results. Even those who listen to this attentively will attain a great position. By reading or listening to the Gita, one earns a great merit. Wishes get fulfilled. This concludes Srimad Bhagavad Gita Mahatmyam, what we have to understand and learn. Shri Kantai Kalyana Nidhe Nidhetram Shri Venkatramasa Srinivasaya Mangala Mangala Sahasranavai Madhya Sarvarogmai Sarvesha Purve Acharya Sadgurusaya Stu Mangalam.